First one, Trump grants refugee status to white South Afrikaners. What do y'all fellas think about this whole him giving these folks refugee status?
Sully, I ain't trying to be funny. You want to go first, brother?
Yeah, because I lost a client over this.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No shit.
Yeah, we didn't realize the client didn't jump off the Zoom call.
Wow.
He hurt your real feelings behind this shit.
Wow.
and it was his AI Autobot, not ours. So he got the full gamut of what I was saying. And I let loose, man. I let loose on the I was like, it's justice. Fuck him.
in his Bernie Mac voice.
Yo, throw them cats off the cliff at Hope Cape. Let them cats get eaten by the sharks. It's justice, man.
I just don't.
They're Dutch. They're Dutch. So why are we even sending them to send their asses to the Netherlands where Dutch is at? If they being persecuted, send them home to the real home.
He don't understand. I don't think he understand what was going on, man. Because he's using words like genocide.
Yeah, and if it was, it would be payback.
Over there was doing like, man, what the hell did he just say? It was a genocide on the white South Africans.
Even they couldn't understand it.
Yeah, they was like, oh shit, I know he ain't say that, And yeah, he's with his full chest. So and I've been watching clips because South Africa's president is in the building over there. They just had a meeting in the White House, and yeah, man, it got a little heated. The South African president is like, yeah, I wish I had a plane I could give you, but I don't, hint, hint, wink, wink,
right.
Even though the Justice Department just approved that $400 million plane today.
And
that he could keep it?
Yeah, they taking it. Today. It got approved today.
But his people are in the Justice Department though, right?
His people everywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
His people everywhere.
Appointees.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, man, go on ahead and send that shit.
When Lindsey Graham said the motherfuckers need to keep an open mind about this dude being the Pope, I said, this really is a fucking cult. And my one vote put this cult up there. You know what I'm saying?
I've been trying to tell people from the beginning. I had a mentor I talk to every morning over coffee, and he's like, you called this. He said 2 years ago, you called everything that's happening with Gaza, with Trump, with Russia. He said, I said, it's out the playbook. I said, Trump is well read for West, right? If you read what he read, then you know what his next move is. He loves Hitler.
You talking about that grand chessboard shit by Zbigniew Brzezinski?
And that's just one of the piece of literatures, right?
Yeah.
So if you go through what he read, then you know what Trump's next move is.
This dude's just he's unhinged, man. Like I said, he's taking bribes in front of everybody's face. He's saying that white South Africans is genocide. They're they're getting killed, and people believe in that shit. They cutting off aid. Yeah, cutting off aid to South Africa, and this whole thing's going down because coincidentally, that the G20 summit is in South Africa this year. He talked about, we're not partaking in that. I'm like, I wonder why. You pull this bullshit about the South African, the white folks over here being prosecuted and getting killed, the farmers. And they did the stats. They was like, dude, the people that's dying over here on these farms is is the black folks who work for these farmers, man. Like, what the hell are you talking about, man?
And you know what? Even if it was true, and I could be crucified for, I don't care. It's justice. Hey, what Malcolm X said? The roosters come home to roost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's like I said, man. It's just him. He only only sent over 50 folks.
But the thing is, a person that helps people with immigration, I've been helping immigration people for a long time. To get that type of visa, in less than 3 months, that's unheard of.
Mhm.
Even if you was a snitch,
Mhm.
and we'll bring you up because you're a snitch, you still don't get it that fast.
My thing is this, Sully. Let them come here and see this American culture.
Oh, they're gonna
Let 'em
fall in
get-
love with it.
Let them get a taste of it. Nah. Not if they don't get the funding. Not if they don't get, taken care of.
Oh
You
no,
know?
nonprofits ain't messing with them, bro.
So yeah, wait till they have to actually do some shit. Like Trump was supposed to help all these other folks out, all these the MAGA freaks and all that. Now they realizing like, hey man, I can't sell my cattle. Hey man, I'm about to lose this family farm. All those folks when they get in line with them, yeah. Like I said, enjoy your stay.
It's a slap in the face, obviously, man.
Obviously.
But for anyone to get upset with any move of the administration, that just tells me you haven't been paying attention because everything he's doing is what he's supposed to do. I don't expect. Listen, I expect my daughter to do exactly what a dog's supposed to do, right?
Mhm.
I expect Trump and his administration to do exactly what his type of people are supposed to do. Doesn't mean I agree with it, but
Right.
I know this is the way he's supposed to. If you get a $5 chick off the street, you expect her to give you 5 minutes, bro. That's it.
Bro, my only thing is with this, Sully, is that America has the president it deserves. So that's why I wasn't mad when he won. I was like, you know what? Good. Now you get to really see and feel it. I hope you got all your shit in order because you're going to need it. You're going to need every fucking dime, penny, everything. You're going to need it all this go around because he ain't leaving nothing. He ain't leaving no crumbs. Nothing. They're already floating his son, Junior, to run.
Jesus Christ.
See what I'm saying?
I hate that motherfucker.
Hey, but look, just think about name recognition. We could just keep this going on, just put a JR at the, at the end of all the other shit. MAGA Junior. Yeah, come on,
It's
man.
that distinguished gentleman shit that Eddie Murphy did back in the 90s.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is this plays right into the white narrative in America that, there's not enough white people.
Exactly. I was going to go there next. Yep.
And that immigrants are outbreeding white people, and the white race is going to be gone in America in the next generation or so.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, white people always complaining that immigrants are taking all the fucking resources. So now if they give some of these resources to white people, they're going to feel like they won something. It's ridiculous, man. It's appalling. Especially when there's actual genocide going on in this world and they're claiming that these people are the victims of it, like these farmers these farm owners and, mine owners and, these motherfuckers have mineral rights. They coming over here talking about,
we was oppressed. We was oppressed in our homeland.
What homeland?
The same. Yeah.
What are we talking about exactly? Are we talking about the Netherlands?
See, this is what I'm talking about, Sully. everything he's like you said, he's playing in our face. Either you paying attention or you're not. Why are people surprised?
And the thing about Trump is he don't hide it.
Not at all.
So
Not
you
at all.
listening to you just ignoring it at this point.
Yeah. Like I said, when they said all this happened today, the whole meeting with the South African president, them accepting the Defense Department accepting the $400 million plane, all this happened today. So yeah, man, this dude, he ain't, like I said, he's not leaving any crumbs this time. He's taking every fucking thing. He is not fucking around.
Listen, if a Western president feels comfortable riding in an aircraft given to him,
Qatar. Yeah.
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
There's no difference. Just go sitting in Bata and Saudi and just say, "Come get me."
Yeah.
Right.
They said they turned it over so that they can outfit it for the new Air Force One. So I was like, y'all.
Well,
okay.
And on the other side of that, I mean, Boeing's like 6 years late getting the aircraft out. So Trump's like, I'm a businessman. I'm trying to ride in style. I ain't trying to wait no more.
That part.
Let me get that plane. Fuck it.
All right, man. Fuck.
So
what's up, Sauce?
I agree with Sully, man. if you watch just some of the movies, man, that came out about, what happened in South Africa, they don't begin to scratch the surface, but they give you a little bit of insight into how horrible that shit was. Movies like Catch a Fire with Derek Luke,
Oh man.
Raw, Invictus. There was a story about Winnie Mandela and how raw she was. And there are some people from over there that kind of got a negative view about Black Americans, even though Black Americans that I know of, at least during the 90s, were well in tune with what the fuck was going on over there. Sierra Leone with the diamond mines and shit like that. And what you said, man, it is justice. For the past few years, man, I've been keeping up with it. Is the Afrikaners the Afrikaners and the Boers are two different people, right? Two different
Correct.
groups. Where do the Boers come from? Do they come from the Netherlands as well?
No, they're kind of sporadic. So you have some that from the UK, the Irish and shit like that. Yeah.
Right. So, it is as far back as maybe like shit, I got here in 2016, man. As far back as probably like 2013, 2011, I was seeing these motherfuckers complaining about, oh, they taking our farms, we let them, when they work the farms, they don't know what they doing. Like, well, that's their fucking land. You know what I'm saying? Like, you came there, you fucking put these people through a horror show, then you put them in townships, and it seemed like this is the same story of if certain groups, man, in these different places, when they come up against a certain group, they get put in these ghettos, they get put in these townships, they get put in these favelas, and that's what they regulated to. And the police, they over police these fucking areas. Well, over there in South Africa, that's what happened. A lot of these people ended up in these townships. If you know who Trevor Noah is, he always talks about, how his parents got together, how because of apartheid rule, his mom had to walk on one side of the fucking street, and his dad, who was, I think, Swedish or from Switzerland, some shit like that, he had to walk on a whole another side of the street. Like, they literally had a whole forbidden love thing going over there. I talked to my mom. My mom said that they used to do specials on how well the Afrikaners was living over there. You understand what I'm saying? Charlize Theron's people, she's a South African. You know what I'm saying? So, when you look at her little boy and you wondering why the way he is like, you got to kind of think about some things. So the fact that motherfuckers are complaining, it's a genocide, that's bullshit. And whatever they've been dealing with for the past little over a decade is nothing in comparison to what those people have been dealing with over there. People are saying when you go over there and you see how these motherfuckers live versus the people in the townships, you'll just shake your head because it's blatantly obvious, man. They say you go certain places, you don't see any of the Black Africans over there.
No,
Like, it's like they're not permitted to be over there unless they working, and then they got to get the fuck up out of there. But you want us to feel bad about this shit. There is this narrative, and it's going on over here too, that when it comes to certain people of the same hue of the the Afrikaners, the past is a past. Let bygones be bygones. Y'all need to quit living in the past. Y'all need to move on. But to this day, they still trying to hunt down, Nazi war criminals, man. They had a 90-year-old motherfucker. They was wheeling this dude in on a gurney. Yeah, no, you're gonna get this good trial, man. So it's like, if we're gonna be about justice, we gotta be about justice across the board. What fucking genocide over there when you sitting up here looking at what's happening to the Palestinians and you talking about, we're gonna clear all of that out. It's not good for them to live there. We're gonna rebuild it. It reminds me of a joke that Patrice O'Neal said about Haiti, and I'll land my plane. When that big ass tornado or something hit that motherfucker, he said, yeah, they're gonna, he said, it's when that tornado happened, he said it was some rich hedge fund motherfucker or some developer that got a nut like, oh my God. He said them motherfuckers gonna rebuild Haiti without Haitians. So all of this shit about these motherfuckers being victims, people need to think about that when the only people that can be victims are people that's this color. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me, man.
All right,
Here's
man.
what it is.
Let's transition to the 12-foot bronze statue of a woman in Times